Hey guys, Stitching May here. I've got my August update video and then kind of a haul. I'm not gonna lie and say it's gonna be a quick video because I got a lot of stuff to show you, not haul wise, but cross stitch wise. I actually had 2 finishes and a finished object this month. And then I'm gonna talk about my stitch from stash budget and kind of some of the things I got. I don't have everything here that I bought this month, so I may end up having to do another video to show those things. But I've just actually got a pretty good amount of stuff to show you this time. So I will start with my cross stitch. I actually have 2 finishes this month. The Halloween sampler and my Happy Camper are now finished. Alessandra decided to go ahead and release both the last 2 parts in August in honor of Cross Stitch Day, or National World Cross Stitch Day. And so she went ahead and released the last 2 parts. So I worked on that and finished that up. And I will show you that. It's finally finished. I was able to finish it. I'm so glad. But there it is in its entirety. I'm going to hold it up for a little while and kind of talk to you about it. There are so many mistakes. Don't look, Aisha, it's folded. I know it'll drive you crazy. But there are so many mistakes in this everywhere. Like, it's not enough that you will know even if you did this piece, you probably can't tell where the mistakes are because it's not like that big of a mistake. But I know where they are. But I haven't quite yet decided how I'm going to finish this, if I'm going to frame it or if I'm going to make a cushion or something out of it. I've kind of got an idea. I'm leaning towards something, but I'm not 100% sure yet. But there it is. I do absolutely love these colors. And I think it was Tara C, I want to say, that's doing this as well, and said that she doesn't think she's going to be doing any more mysteries stitch alongs, and I'm kind of in that same boat. It's not that I don't like this pattern or that I didn't like my woodland sampler. It's just that I don't know that if I had seen this pattern in the store that I would have bought this pattern for myself to stitch. I love the pattern, but I don't know if that's something that I would have just picked out for myself to stitch, if that makes any sense. And I think she kind of said the same thing. And also, I feel like I'm stitching on a deadline, and I don't know how to explain it, like, because I am stitching on a deadline, but it almost makes it like it's almost like it's work, because I want to keep up. It drives me crazy to get behind, and I end up, working so hard to just keep up that I neglect some of my other projects. So I don't know that I'll be joining in on that Christmas SAL with AAN. I say that I'm never going to do another SAL, but that one sounds like a lot of fun. Again, if you join her Facebook group, which is Alessandra Adelaide Needlework Facebook group, they've got a posting about it. I think it's going to be an advent calendar for 2015, and they post all the things you'll need and that kind of thing, even the floss and stuff, and kind of the chart, not the chart, but the plan. I guess kind of like a syllabus when you're in college, where it's like what's going to be released in what parts and that kind of thing. And it sounds like a lot of fun and it sounds really pretty, but I've got so many other things I want to do next year that I don't think I'm going to join in. I don't know. I'm not saying 100% no yet, but I'm pretty sure I won't be joining in. And then there's that finish. And the only other thing I worked on this month was my Happy Camper, and I actually finished it as well. And it's ready to go to the framers. This one's not folded, Aish. It was folded at one point, but it's not now. I've washed it, so all the good lines are gone. And my framer will actually kind of steam it and starch it and stuff. So he's a co-worker of my husband's, and he frames as a hobby. He actually used to cross stitch himself, so he does a really good job. He knows all the do's and don'ts with cross stitch, and his wife, I think she still cross stitches, so. But he's a bit of a back snob. He's one that, has made comments about backs, about how neat his back is, but I don't care. I'm not a back snob. That's why I get it framed. But there it is. I'm really excited about it. Towards the end, I was ready to get it, see, I'm folding it. I was ready to get it done. Like, this back stitch drove me crazy. And it was because it was like, it's all brown back stitch, and like this basket is brown on brown, this fire is brown on brown, this this basket's brown on brown. The squirrel, I mean, there's a lot of brown on brown stitch, back stitch. And I don't mind back stitch so much like up here where it's all one, you know, it's obvious where it goes. But the same color drives me crazy because it's hard to see where you've been. But there that is. And then I have kind of a finished object. Like I said, I did the woodland sampler in 2013, and that was one that I didn't really know what I was going to do with it. I didn't really want to spend the money on framing it because I don't know that I will keep it up in my house like all the time. It's something that I love, and I love the pattern, but I don't know, like, it may be something that I kind of interchange in and out. So I looked on YouTube, and I found a tutorial, and I'll link to it below, from MySimpleWalk, and it was how to make a wall hanging, a cross stitch to a wall hanging. And this is what I made. Now, I'm not going to hold it up to you real close, because if you look really close, you can see what a horrible seamstress I am. And I don't really want to tell you that this took me 6 hours, 2 days, like, you know, 2 different sessions, a total of 6 hours to make this. And I've learned how to seam rip very, very well. I learned the tricks of seam ripping. And I also cut my finger so bad. It was my first time using a rotary cutter, and I forgot what I was cutting with and tried to cut with a box, like you would cut with a box cutter, and laid my finger across the blade and pulled and sliced the mess out of my index finger. Probably, if it wasn't the tip of my finger, they don't suture that part. But if it had been anywhere else in my hand, I probably could have gotten some stitches because it was so deep, but they wouldn't have sutured it, so I just bandaged it myself and went along. I almost passed out. By the way, I don't do well with my own blood. I can feel you with your blood. I'm a nurse. I don't do well with my own blood. But anyway, I digress. Here it is. This was actually some remnants that I got at my Hancock's. And it's almost like a duck cloth. It's very, very thick. So it looks like there's stuffing in it, but there's really not stuffing in it. It's got these 3 little hang things that'll be hung on a dowel eventually. And it was kind of hard finding colors for it because I didn't want it to look too fall, but I didn't want it to look too Christmassy. But this, I think, just kind of suits it because it's kind of got all these colors all the way in it. So usually, this was kind of, I'd already picked out a fabric, was about to pay for it, and my son had left his water on a shelf, and I went back to get it, and I walked by and saw this. I was like, oh wait, hang on, I'm gonna get this instead. So, but it was fun. It was an experience. I'll definitely do some more wall hangings. In fact, that's kind of what I'm thinking about doing with the Halloween sampler, because that's something I can put away easily, you know, without having to worry about the frame breaking, and then only put it up, you know, at Halloween. So, but that's it. Okay, and that's all that I stitched on this week, or this month, was Happy Camper, and then the SAL, and then I made this as well. And then I'd stitched some today on Starry Night, and I was gonna, there's something else I'm stitching. It was a very small when you start, like seriously, like so small when you start, but I can't show it to you because it's a gift for somebody that possibly watches my videos. So, actually I know she watches my videos, so I can't show it to you. But anyway, with that said, so I am stitching on something else too, but I just can't show it to you. But I am going to throw Starry Night back into the rotation this month, or, you know, in September, and I'm very excited about it. I went with my stitch buddy today and had some mommy time, and I stitched on Starry Night some, and I thought that I should probably show it to you. That way you will know where I'm at for the next video, to where you can see the progress. This fabric is so soft and so worn and so... And this will actually come out, and even if it doesn't, it's just dirt from where I had a hoop before. But if it doesn't, it's going to be matted all the way up to it, so I'm not 100% worried about it. I've had to regrid this thing twice because the marks fade out, and as you can see, they are already fading out again. I'm not going to regrid it. I'm tired of regridding it. I'm just going to power through and try my best to get this done soon. But that is where I'm at on it. That way, next month, when I show an update, you can tell how much progress I do or don't do. But I'm really excited about getting this back into my rotation. I'm ready for this one to be done, and not like in a I'm tired of it, ready for it to be done. Like this, I'm excited about it, ready for it to be done. But there's that. Not a whole lot today. I just kind of filled in some of this right here. I want to try parking, but I'm so afraid of it. It looks so daunting, and I'm afraid that I would get lost and spend most of my time, because I work on a rotation, that when I put it down for the month, that when I came back to it, I would forget what thread was what, and it's just, I don't know. I'm worried about trying to park. So I kind of do a cross-country method, and but at the same time, I try to do like one color at a time per page. So like I will do all of the green in one page, and then I'll do all of the blue in one page, and then all of the black in one page. But then I go kind of all over. So it's I guess I do one color at a time, but I don't do like the whole project one color. It's kind of one page at a time, one color at a time. I like to watch it grow that way. But there that is. And I'm not a back snob. And I know it drives some people crazy to ask to look at the backs. I'm not going to ask anybody to show their backs, but I know Jess Marie, I think, asked for us to show the backs of something that was kind of solid stitches. I'm telling you, I don't care about my backs. I don't know if this is good or bad. I don't really care, but people want to see it, so I'll show it to you. I don't think it's horrible, but I don't think it's like the best ever. I mean, to me, it doesn't look like the picture at all. You can see where I've carried threads and stuff, but whatever. I don't care. It's going to be in a frame. Okay, now on to my haul. This month, because of another needlework show that's going on somewhere, I'm not sure where. It's not open to the public. It's for sellers, but because they'll be getting new stuff in, mail from this Stitch from Stash board let us have an extra $25 to spend because our shops will be getting in new stuff. So I took advantage of that, and I'm going to show you, first of all, some plans. This will be my memorabilia for the memorabilia stitch along. So I took advantage of that to kit up my memorabilia. And I went through Crazy Annie's cross stitch through Bonanza. I mentioned that several times. Bonanza is like a site, and then it has all kind of booths within it. From clothes, jewelry, crafts, home goods, all kind of stuff. And one of those booths is Crazy Annie's cross stitch, and it's a cross stitch booth. And I think it was going to cost me $42, not including shipping, to kit this up on 123stitch.com. And with shipping and without, the only thing she didn't have was the Whisper Dark Brown, and I'm not getting the fabric through her yet because I haven't decided what fabric. I may buy fabric through her, but which on 123stitch that was only $8. The fabric this was called for is only $8. But anyway, it was only $25 through Crazy Annie's, and that's including tax and shipping. And that's for all of the beads and all of the metallics, and it has a lot of number 4 acrylics in it. I think it only has 3 DMCs, and it's got like 8 acrylics in it, I think. So let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow, 9. That was a good guess. And it's got 4 Mill Hill beads and 3 Mill Hill treasures and 4 DMC flosses, and it's got a Rainbow Gallery Whisper thread. I'm gonna try to locate that. I think I talked to a lady that's she has a cross stitch shop in our town. It's very small, but she didn't recommend using the Whisper. She said it was horrible. She said it's horrible to work with. So I don't know. I'm gonna kind of think about it still. I don't know if I'm gonna use the Whisper. If any of you have used the Whisper by Rainbow Gallery, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Is it worth, having to track down? Because I don't, you have to. Apparently, Rainbow Gallery only sells to stores that have a brick and mortar store. So I'm going to have to find a brick and mortar store that has it and happens to have the one that I need. I'm sure 123stitch will have it, but I haven't looked. So let me know if it's worth, the shipping and stuff for that one thing, or if it's something that I don't even want to mess with. But that will be my memorabilia. And that's what I use most. That's what I used. I used the $25 because I'd already bought half of it. And then when I found out we got the bonus, I went ahead and bought the rest of it. But that's what I used my bonus for, was to kit this up. So I'm really excited about starting that in January. And then my other haul stuff, and I don't have that yet because I ordered it right as she is moved out home in her business. plus she had to order some of the stuff because she doesn't keep it with her. So like a lot of things are adding up. She's been awesome at letting me know that it's going to be a little while to order and that kind of thing. And I'm fine with it taking a little while as long as I know it's going to take a little while. She's very, I cannot speak enough of, you know, her booth and her communication and that kind of thing. Her prices are usually 10% off retail prices, and then she always has some kind of sale going on. She's got a huge clearance section. I'm just very impressed with Crazy Annie. So if you're looking for a shop, definitely check that out. I actually learned of her through YouTube, through Jellicles Forever. And then I got some stuff at the Goodwill and things like that. And I'll show you what I got there. I got these vinyls. I don't really know. I think they're for ornaments and stuff. But I got 3 colors. There's green, red, and white. And they are 14 count vinyl weave by Crafter's Pride. Charter Publishing Company. I have no clue if you can even get this anymore, but I got it for $1.21 a piece at the Goodwill. So I got 3 colors because they're Christmas colors, and I thought I could do ornaments on this, or maybe some cards, or I don't know. I just thought it was neat. Never seen it before, so I got those. And then I picked up 2 Mirabilia charts. But they're the same thing, but I couldn't pass them up because they were 99 cents a piece. This one has been opened, but the chart's in like perfect, try not to show you the chart. But the chart's in perfect condition, and then this one's never been opened. And it's the Deco Spirits, and I picked them up because I thought I could either maybe do another giveaway eventually, or use them in an exchange if somebody's looking for memorabilia, or even if somebody on our group is on our Cross Stitch and Discuss 2 group. You know, we're doing a memorabilia, maybe if somebody's looking to do one and can't find one or something, or is looking, I mean, it was 99 cents. I couldn't pass it up. So I don't know that I will do this myself, so I don't really count it in my budget because I don't plan on doing this. I'll count one of them. How about that? Because I know for sure I'm giving one away. So that makes my total budget about $32 this month if I count one of these against me. And then I found out that our library has a constant bookstore in it. It's a used bookstore. It's people donate the books from they call it the Friends of the Library. And then they have the bookstore set up in what used to be like a little gift shop, and then the money goes back to the library to help fund the library. And one of my dad's friends called me and said, "Hey, you're in the Cross Stitch, aren't you?" And I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "There are books at the," I didn't know if you knew about their used book sale. And I had no clue, so I went. And I got this book for $1. $1 for this whole, like, it's got, I don't even know how many, let's see. I'm trying to see how many pages it has. 100 pages of different patterns and different ways to finish. And it's got teaching stuff. I've always loved this teaching quote, to teach is to touch a life. It's got one that says, if friends were flowers, I'd pick you. It's got tons of little card ideas, and I'm just really alphabets, anniversaries, just tons of little quick stitches. And this is actually one of the pattern that I'm doing for the one I can't show you is out of this book. So I'm already, you know, using it, but I got that for $1. I couldn't beat that. And just in case you're curious, it's Quick to Stitch Cross Stitch Keepsakes by Helen Phillips. Over 200 small designs to celebrate the big occasions in life. And it says that the original price in the U.S. was $19.99, and I paid $1 for it. Let me see the title. I don't know if my camera roll focus has been acting weird lately. And then this is also one that I got at the book sale. It's called All Aboard, and it's got true colors, nostalgic scenes from a vintage 40s trains depot. And my son loves trains, and I thought that if he continues to love trains as he gets older, I don't mean like 13, 14, I mean like 5, 6, 7, then I may do this for his room when we redo his room. But I had seen this exact chart at the Goodwill for $1.91, and I picked it up and put it down, picked it up and put it down, And I got it at the used book sale for 25 cents. And it's actually got two patterns. It's got the train, and then it's got this, it looks like a grandfather maybe, because he's got a cane, and a grandson buying a ticket at the depot. And I don't know if they sell this. It says it's actually from Norcross, Georgia. I did not know that. True Colors International, Norcross, Georgia. It looks like it's pattern BCL10112. Designed by Gary D. Hanner. But just in case you're interested. Never heard of them. I know there's another one, and there was a second one of this, not of this exact train. It was a different train. It was a lot bigger. So I know they got at least two train patterns. Yeah, that was 25 cents. And then I got this. Third Garden, you'll recognize it. I have loved these patterns ever since you've shown it. And I just don't have room for it anywhere in my house, otherwise I would do it. But I found the ABCs of it from the Prairie Schooler. It's, you know, the book number 98. And I paid, I think, I want to say $2 for this. I think. Maybe not even that much. But I got this one at the Goodwill. You all have seen this if you watch Thread Garden videos. And then last but not least, I got a bit of a happy mail. I had mentioned to Denisha that I really loved her I Am a Stitcher by Cherrywood Designs. So she passed it forward, the original chart. No working copies. But she did a pass it forward. And sent me the chart to the I Am a Stitcher. And she changed her colors, and I think they're beautiful, but I kind of like the colors that are on there because it's got a lot of blues and greens, and you guys know that's my favorite color. But there that is. And that's really all of my haul. This that's not, I mean, that was a small happy mail. So like I said, whenever I get the rest of the stuff from Crazy Annie's, I'll do a video on that. I've been asked to do a stash video several times, but a lot of my stuff, I've just recently started like really getting patterns that I don't know if I'm going to do and that kind of thing. So when you guys have seen most of my stuff through my hauls, because before I only bought when I planned to stitch. Once I get my stuff a little more tamed over there, I may go through and show you all the patterns that I do have again. If you guys want me to, let me know. But I don't have like a lot of fabrics. I don't have any silks or any specialty threads. However, I did see the other day on a video, and it looked like the Gentle Arts, some of their hand dyeds on the tag said color fast. I'm going to have to look into that, because the only reason I haven't got into hand dyed fabrics is because I have to wash my fabric. I'm very hard on my projects as I stitch, because I move from room to room, and I got a 2-year-old that, as you've seen, likes to sit in my lap when I stitch. So I have to wash my fabric. So like hand dyes that aren't color fast won't work for me because it'll ruin the project. So but I saw that some of the Gentle Arts appeared to be color fast, and if that's true, I may be in trouble because I may end up buying some hand dyes that I don't know what I'm gonna use for. I don't know yet. But so as of now, my plans are I'm going to finish this little bitty start that I just started. And then I'm only going to work on my 99 bottles, my Starry Night, and my Christmas Cardinal Ball. And see if I can get another finish out this year. So far, there's 3 finishes this year. I'm excited. I'm excited with 1 finish. But see if I can get any of those finished up, or at least closer to, because I've neglected the Christmas Cardinal Ball and 99 bottles, and definitely Starry Night for far too long now. And then starting in January, I'm going to start the Mirabia Stitch Along, and then I will also start the Blackwork Samplers, Save the Stitches. And I have to admit, I go back and forth. One minute I'm like, oh my gosh, I hated back stitching on Happy Camper so much. How am I going to do this large Blackwork sampler, which is all pardon me, which is all back stitch? How am I going to be able to do that? I've heard that it's completely different. My issue with back stitch is when it's over stitching. I don't mind it so much when it's like on an empty space, like up here. Ooh, that's the back, another back of my work. like up here. Like when it's open like that, it doesn't bother me so bad. It's when it's over a lot of stitches of the same color that it feels so daunting. And so let's get it over with. So from 1 minute I go to being like, okay, I'm not going to do this because it's not going to be fun. And then the next minute I see Mackenzie's videos and I'm like, oh gosh, I can't wait to start it. Her videos make me just want to start to save the stitches now. So I need a little encouragement to keep with starting that one, and probably even if I do start it, which I'm pretty sure I'm going to start it, I'm going to need a lot of encouragement to keep with it because it's going to be hard for me. So next year my big ones will be the Mirabilla, the Save the Stitches, and then I'll keep up with 99 Bottles, the AAN, and Starry Night. So I'll have 5 whips. I'm hoping that I maybe can get the Christmas Carnival out of the way before the beginning of the year. So I don't know, we'll see. But that's my plans as of now, and that's really everything.